No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first NFL carry for Saquon Barkley. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now Manning. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's got room. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board. but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Rosas pulled it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 38. To throw is Bortles. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. Green 80.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Giants making their way out, and at this point you would have to think that all mentions of last year maybe erased from team history, or at least that's what they want. It clearly, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, the talent on this team, too good for another 3-13 finish, right?
And I think that was reflected in their draft in 2018. Because if it was an all-out rebuild, they would have drafted a quarterback at number 2. Instead, they drafted Saquon Barkley. So that signals to me they want to get back to running the football and trying to punish people on offense and take the pressure off of Eli Manning. And on the defensive side of the ball, they obviously have to get better. But believe it or not, you know who can really help them there? Their head coach, Pat Shurmur. Comes from a defensive family, understands how valuable it is, and loves the toughness and the identity that a good defense can provide.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Zebra.
Shotgun now for Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The pitch goes to Barkley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, those Giant fans, you know that they love seeing Saquon Barkley wearing their jersey, but it's interesting. He actually grew up a Jets fan.
Yeah, I wonder what his dad was thinking. What Big Al was thinking on draft night. Had to be so happy for his son. But they grew up watching Jets games. Just sit together, watch it. In fact, Dad has a Jets tattoo.
Yes.
Okay, so that tells you about how much he loves that team. You think Saquon's going to fix that and make it a Giants tattoo?
Yeah, wants to make that a Giants tattoo. That family, though, they fully converted. They're supporting the G-Men.
It's hauled in by Shepard. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set. 280. Set.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
You got 4. Set. You got 280. Set.
It's a sneak, Manning. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's go.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down, here's Yeldon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Now Bortles on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Lambo, he missed it. He missed it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And some room to run now. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
On 1st down, Manning. He hits Stewart in the flat. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Manning. Steps away to his left. And some space here. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Now he's flushed out left. And this is Shepard on the catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Regular.
From the gun, it's Manning. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Manning to throw once more. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Russell Shepard as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve the... And oh, it's blocked.
Rosas now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A final shot before half for Bortles. Moncrief brings it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Again, it's Yeldon. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Looking back to Leonard Fournette's rookie campaign, over 1,000 yards rushing. And coming into the league, some people saw this kid as an ex-Adrian Peterson. What can we expect from him going forward?
I like the comparison because of the size, the strength, the speed. But I think he catches the ball better than Adrian Peterson. So I think they can up his utilization in the passing game. But what really impressed me was down the stretch in the divisional playoff game against Pittsburgh, hurt his ankle, left the game for a while, and came back and helped power his team to a big victory. Remember, he had some dings at LSU that kept him out of a few games. I thought that was a breakthrough for Leonard Fournette.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Sunday.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Shows off the quick feet as he takes this one up to the 20. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Here's a give to Barkley. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Manning now to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 47.
380.
Throwing now is Bortles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now Bortles. It's caught by Moncrief. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. They go with the screen as Yeldon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Now Bortles again. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. Bortles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Sunday.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start And then a nice tackle to finish things off.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And Bortles going to sneak it. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Now this time, Bortles has caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Niles Paul, his first touchdown as a Jacksonville Jaguar. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
He's got a man complete. It's Clay. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 72 yards. And the G-men have taken the lead here in the 4th. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Throwing is Manning. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Spread right, spread right, spread right, spread right, smack. 380, 380. Omaha.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Austin Safarian-Jenkins from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
To throw is Manning. To Barkley on the check down. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Back to throw. Manning. Being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Zebra, zebra. Zebra, zebra.
Manning to throw. Forced out to his left. Buying time to his left. And this one is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Manning now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Manning. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
Let's go. Zebra.
Manning. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Zebra. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Zebra.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Spread right, snap.
To throw is Bortles. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll run it again with Barkley. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
The toss out to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Zebra, zebra. Good. Blue 80. Zebra, zebra. Hey, man. Watch the boot. There you go, 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
First throw of overtime here for Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack.
There you go, 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Working from the gun, Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Spread right, 72.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. Now Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens.
Spread right, 72. Omaha.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.